Hello again, and this will be episode 7 of our Road to Glory with Fudbalski Klub Zvezda. We're continuing on in the same fashion as we did before. Now, one thing I talked about previously in the video regarding updates was that we were going to try to do updates on a monthly basis. So I've got a little bit of July and then August, all of August to cover for all of this episode. So we're gonna start things off with the third round qualifying phase, first leg against Dinamo Zagreb. A huge match, starting at home first. Again, to address one of the comments from my previous video, the reason I didn't do any friendlies because I simply glanced over it. Normally I would do at least a few, but we had the qualifiers for Champions League and they acted as a decent backstop on our way to the season. So here's first goal. Darko Lajovic makes a brilliant run down the wing, finds Jovic inside the box. That's 1-0. Here's 2-0. Pavicevic heads it on to Jovanovic. Vukašin Jovanovic scores his first of the season, 2-0. And here's finally the third goal of the match. Dinamo Zagreb tried to generate something here, but ultimately failed. Brilliant interception there by Petkovic. Savicevic finds Jovic. Jovic finds Pečnik. Pečnik finds the top corner of the net, and that's 3-0. So after that match, we played Sloboda Užice in the Serbian Cup final. Let's take a quick look at those highlights there. Here's the first goal coming in the 43rd minute from Darko Lajovic. That's 1-0. Now I gave some of my youngsters a run out here. Particularly Mita Tarana. He is looking like he will be a decent player. There is 2-0. Milan Panovic, one of the youngsters who came through from our youth academy this previous season. There's Lajovic's goal from a free kick. That's 3-0 in the 61st minute, and we're on our way to the cup win. And here's a brace from Sloboda Užice, and that makes it 3-1, and that was the final score for this match. Next we move on to Maksimir and the rematch against Dinamo Zagreb. Third qualifying round for UEFA Champions League 2015-2016 season. And here's the one and only goal of the match. That came in the 21st minute, or 20th minute, sorry, from Darko Lajovic off of a second rebound, and that made it 1-0, 4-0 in aggregate, and we went through to the next round. Then after this, then we just slowed them. Yeah, we did. After this, we have our season opener against Sloboda Užice again. And George Despotovic managed to grab himself a hat-trick here. Get us a comfortable 3-0 win, 3-1 win to open the season. So it was an identical score to the one from the cup final. There's the first goal. 1-0. 18th minute. Here's the second goal. think they actually tied it up. This made it 1-1 if I'm not mistaken. Or no, no, this is gonna be 2-0. Yep, Despotovic gets on the end of his own rebound, 2-0. In other news, we just re-signed Luka Jovic because he wanted to move to play for, I think it was with Tese that came in for him. And we rejected the bid, but he wasn't too happy about it, so I asked him if a new contract would help him change his mind, and sure enough, he's staying. Here is the final goal for us, making it 3-1. That's Despotovic's hat-trick and his 6th of the season, and an excellent win to start the season, albeit against an easy opponent there. Next we have a bit of a shock here in the Super League. 3-3 draw with Vojvodina. Granted, we were away, so I'm happy with the fact that we at least came away with a point and didn't lose the match. So there's the first goal. Ishmael Fofana. That made it 1-0. Here's the tying goal from Darko Lajovic. And his 5th of the season. It's 1-1 now. Then we get a nice goal here to go up 2-1. Battle there by Pechnik, and he manages to find the back of the net. His 2nd of the season. Then here's 3-1. I thought we had surely won the game. Oh, never mind, that's 2-2 for fun, and this is already in the second half. I forgot. Here's 3-2. Nice shot by Mihailovic, hits the post, Jovanovic just taps it in, and that's 3-2. And here's the last and tying goal for Vojvodina. A shocking effort by Ivanic, and he manages to bury it past the goalkeeper, making it 3-3. Next, we got our bell rung by Celtic, because this is the final qualifying round for the Champions League group stage, and we got one of the tougher opponents. The only goal of the match actually came from Scott Brown in 59th minute. We played very well in this match. There's the goal, and that put them up 1-0 and gave them 1 goal advantage going into the next match over at, well, home. So then we played Čukarički here, and this ended up in another draw. I was absolutely livid. I mean, Pavicevic put us up 1-0 here inside the 36th minute. And even though we were the much better team, they managed to get a brace from a corner here. And Pavicevic's 2nd of the match, unfortunately that's an own goal. So that's why we drew that match. Next, well, you get to see our exit from Champions League before it even begins. So 4 goals in this match. 2-2 at Celtic Park. I was expecting to lose heavily here, like perhaps 5-1 or 6-2 or something like that, but we drew the match 2-2. We were so close to qualifying for the group stages of Champions League. Instead, we'll end up in Europa League this season. And on that note, the groups have already been drawn, so I'll show you the draw in a bit. We got a fairly tough group. That was 1-1 right there, if I'm not mistaken. Here's 2-1. This was at the point when I thought this Pechnik's goal. I was shocked. 79th minute, we're up 2-1. This is the match that decides it all. I thought we had won it by this point, but Celtic just had to reply. Lustig gets it over to Brown. Brown finds Mulgrew wide open in the middle. And here's the goal that basically broke our hearts. Chris Commons scored and made it 2-2 here, 3-2 on aggregate, and Celtic advanced to the group stage for the Champions League, and we go to Europa League. I'm still fairly pleased with that, I guess. And finally, the last match for the recap for the month of July and August. The only goal came via Darko Lažovic's shot here. 24th minute, and it was a pretty nice effort. That was all she wrote for this match. Now to close it off, I'm going to show the league standings, which are not too bad considering. We've dropped about 4 crucial points, and that is why Napredak is ahead of us right now. Partizan is still struggling, just like they were at the beginning of last season. They continue with that trend, and that's looking better for us. Now, it's worthy to note that we absolutely killed it last season. 15 points gap between first placed Crvena Zvezda and second placed Rad. It's just a giant gap in class there, as can be evidenced by 43 goals difference. .73 goals scored in 30 matches. It's just an insane season last year. Looking at it, we only had 3 defeats. And one of them could have been easily avoided, but again, you can see that in the other videos. So let's take a look at competitions. Europa League here. So here are the groups. We've been drawn with Olympiacos, Wolfsburg, Bridge, and it's not going to be an easy group. Pundits probably have us finishing last in this particular setup, and I can't say I disagree with them. We're outsiders looking in. We don't have much of a chance to advance past the group stage. Wolfsburg and Bridge. I would say Wolfsburg and Olympiacos would probably be the favorites here. They're the higher seeded teams too. We were the 4th seed, as you can see. So again, to get a group like this, it's not so bad. We could have ended up with a much tougher set of opponents. Like, for example, right here, we could have been drawn in the group alongside Liverpool, Dnipro, and Monaco instead of Jablonec here. That would have been a much harder group. Same thing with this one here, or actually this one here, with Milan, Spartak Moscow, Werder Bremen, and Maccabi Haifa. Not an easy matchup either way. But that's it for the group stages. Our first match will be coming up against Olympiacos. And, well, that will close it out for this episode. I will, well, try to put another video up by the end of the day today if I can. Can't promise anything right now. But as always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you back here for next one.